Hey folks, Quill18 here, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Factorio. At the end of the last episode, I was trying to build this darned four-way loading station, which I have done. Still, I'm so salty about some of those delete behaviors when you're trying to get rid of an extra little piece of whatever. See, they're still there, and I'm worried I'm going to delete too much. There we go. Just barely, because if you hold your mouse slightly too long, it deletes too much. Okay, we're going to put a rail signal coming into this thing. I hope that's a good spot for it. I think, yeah, that'll be fully cleared when we are in the station. We'll see how it goes. We don't have a true balance of our outputs over here, but I think it's still going to get the job done, which is just like super saturate all of this with iron plates. I think it's going to be more than enough. But we'll see how it goes. Clearly, the left-hand side will eventually get backlogged and not do anything. But we are going to be unloading stuff a lot faster than before. So, I'm not going to rename this station yet, because if I do, a train will suddenly start to move in here. So, I'm going to go ahead and get this guy in roughly the right position. Excellent. And yeah, you're going to green... No, stop. Back up here. So yeah, green circ iron drop off is what we name this thing. Green circ iron drop off. So if I do that and tell you to go there until empty, you will now go here, and then you're empty. Can I get off the train without dying? I got off the train without dying. Excellent. We do have another little train that should be coming here, and what's going to happen when he arrives is I will add 4 cars to him to get that going. But yeah, one side will super saturate, and then like the other side will just be emptying the train from that side, but it's still going to empty and give us iron plates way faster than before. So that's okay. It's not about necessarily balancing, because there's going to be an overkill of iron delivery, which is really truly what we're going for. Didn't we have 2 trains going here? I thought we did. So that's that one. Green iron drop off. Green iron copper. Oh, we have 2 trains going to the copper drop off, but only the one for the iron, which is moving again. Did it load that quickly? I mean, I guess it's entirely possible. Yeah, it did. I guess when these chests are actually full, the loading is insanely fast. We haven't in the past really gotten to the position where the chests are actually full. They're mostly having to like grab from the transport belt, put in the chest, and instantly pick up and put it back in there. But you get so much more speed in that particular scenario. So you're going to arrive, you're going to complete this. You should unload very quickly as well, because unloading the boxes is very fast. And yeah, so it's not going to be an even distribution everywhere, but the goal is to just keep the lines that we have as stuffed as possible. Yeah, that was a fast unload, and then you can see here things start to back up. They're not really going to back up the same way, but they still do, because they're really only using a half line over here. So this will perpetually be super backed up, and I suspect what we're going to end up with is a train that sits here a lot, like slowly waiting to be unloaded, because it's having to wait over there, which is fine, which is totally cool. If there's a train sitting here most of the time, that's okay. And then every now and again when it gets emptied, it leaves again. So we still have a bit of a funny sort of shortage in some of the copper, you know, plate stuff over here, which is actually because of all the splitting and rebalancing. We kind of actually need a 4 copper plate train going on. And we actually do have enough room for that. I could upgrade this. I don't know if there's room. Yeah, I guess there is. I could upgrade all the copper stuff to be quads as well, especially now that I have a blueprint. I don't know if I want to do that right now, just because I just did rail stuff. Maybe I should have done that in between episodes, actually. I'll try to remember to do it between episodes at some point. Just make the copper plate loading and unloading stations compatible for 4 trains, and then we probably don't need 2 trains dropping off copper anymore. At that point, probably 1 will be enough. We'll see. You can see it's like still getting, like, the unloading is slow enough. It's sort of the fact that we're going from 2 to 8, and then you're not getting full throughput over here. Well, you know, these are almost, but not quite, working at full speed. You can see here a little bit of a shortage of copper on some of these. So just a little slightly better copper throughput, which honestly, if I went and leveled up a couple of these bits to blues, we might be able to fake it. Well, upgrade planner. If I upgrade, say, I'm getting some of the iron lines here. That's okay. Just to drain this even faster. I guess it was blues to reds, which would have been the right ratio. This still might be a little scooch better, though. Let me get you. You clear this as quickly as possible. And you know what? I'll go all the way to down here as well. So just drain these one-sided things as quickly as possible. We might get there. There's no reason to, like, blue up the rest of this, because that's clearly... Well... Actually... I mean, blew up to the point where there starts to be gaps. It actually might be a good idea. Sort of recompresses over there. That might help it reach the end. I think there's still going to be a bit of a general shortage over here, but, you know, whatever. Okay, enough of that stuff. What is next? Well, what is next is probably finally going, because I'm assuming we have tons and tons of modules waiting for us now. We're going to go and redo our little sciencey area. Now, let me hop on you, and just go and send me to the pickup area. It's going to be closer to where I want to be anyway. These boxes still have plenty of copper, so it's hardly a thing. And actually, this was nearly... Well, the front was drained. Anyway, just because of the mismatch balance. And you've got another one coming in. Yeah, this is okay. And yeah, I'll probably upgrade these later on. That'll eliminate some of the copper things. And or I might actually, like, try to do an even bigger, crazier copper... Or, circuit mega area later on. We'll see. You know what I want? I want... that to get stoned up here, because we're going to be walking around there a few times, and later on we'll be upgrading stuff, so that's going to be okay. And you know what? It's not like my construction bots are doing anything, so let's keep them busy. Okay, so, yes, science. As far as I can tell, people just, like, surround the science things with beacons. That, you know, I've seen some little fancy layouts, but I don't know if there's, like, any particular, like, super... like, optimal, whatever. It's more like, well, okay, go ahead and cram as many things as you want in there, and it's going to be okay. For example, this, or is it the Science from the Net book? What did I call it? Oh, this one right over here. Science from the Net. It's got this labs array. You can see it's got, like, about the same amount of labs as I do, and they've got production modules in there, so you get some free tech from time to time, and then just a ludicrous amount of speed bacons around it. Like, oh, okay, like 66 level 3 speed modules. Yeah, it's just 10 labs and probably goes fast. And they've got, like, this 60 lab array, which is the exact same thing, just tiled like mad. I'm like, yeah, okay, that seems fine. And I'm going to go ahead and take this blueprint, because it's, you know, pretty clear. I'm just going to move... my labs over here. There might be enough room in here, but yeah, I'm going to go ahead and just place it over here for now. I don't think it'll feel like we're going to tile things up any more than this. So this is going to use material a lot faster, and we still, you can see a bit of a shortage of yellow or golden science, probably as a result of having insufficient blue circuits. Right? Hold on, I'm confused as to what you actually need. Yeah, it's blue circuits that are supposed to get delivered here, and they haven't been being delivered because we had the shortage of green, but that's going to start to kick in soon. Hale, I'm going to ask this guy, go ahead and do your blue circuit drop-off. You have a good number in there. You're not full, but that's okay, and in the meantime, this will start to crank up. We might still need to just upgrade our blue circuit production, but that would mean even more green, right? Right now, it's the number of green circuits we produce that limit the blues. So we might just have to do, like, something insane for green circuits. I don't know. You never produce enough, is the lesson I keep learning time and time again with the circuits. You just never, ever make enough. So I'm actually going to tear apart all these labs here, which is going to be fine. All the way to there. And then they'll get delivered over there. We're having inventory concerns with the science. Which, if you guys can just, like, place one lab down for me, please. I would just dump a ton of science in there. Again, I ended up with a logistics bot on my person. Why? Come on. There we go. There's a lab. So then I can just start dumping science. And science. And science. science. We did have the requester thing over there. I could actually put a little requester thingy or something somewhere, but that's going to be okay. Now, that bit is just to allow it to chain. What we want is the 6 types of science over here, and I think the idea is to hand load the space science when we get to that point. We just put it in there and have it trickle down, right? Like here we're side grabbing, but I actually really love this idea, and that's what I've been using my other game. I just like feeding from one lab into another. It feels quite silly to me, but also awesome. So did we not have 10 labs? Well, here we go. More getting delivered, and it's got the thing. Anyway, so what we want to do is grab you, and yeah, just route the science. I don't think we actually are producing enough to, like, make the blue. Although, we're going to be burning through them a lot faster than before, so maybe we do have to go and blue this all up. Hell, this is still on yellow, which is kind of crazy. I need to pick up this bit here, but I can't because I'm full. There we go. Just get rid of that yellow. And these over here as well. Excellent. Go to here. And all right, what the hell? We'll drop that blue bit over there. And who knows? We might end up doing something here too later. Let me move this power cable to there. And from here, we're just going to do that. So we still need the golden signs. Although there you go. It's starting to come in now. Boom. What we'll have to do at some point is check our production of the various beakers and see what we can do to increase the speed. Right now, the speed limiter is still the yellow, but that's not necessarily going to be the case going forward. So yeah, did we actually have an extra lab? I think I might have. Did I have exactly 10 labs? Could be. Because I don't see one on me. Where would be the labs are here? Yeah. I mean, it might have just got dumped in storage. We might have had an extra one, but as long as we had sufficient labs, which we clearly do. And yeah, these bacons have got the speed 3 modules, and the science labs plus 1,500%. I think there's still a couple that are missing, or maybe you're overlapping, with more stuff here. It's crazy how fast these things are ripping through science. And you can see, right now we're still definitely waiting on the yellows. But ironically, the yellows actually produce relatively quickly when they produce right now, because we do have some speed modules added on them. We clearly need more. But I'm not sure that we can produce more unless we get more blue circuits coming in. Let's take a look at our production. We could pretty easily just like double it up, right? I could just copy it and do a second stint of it, or just drop down some more speed beacons. Either way. Who are you? Why are you following me? Oh yeah, I still have this ridiculous request for the actual productivity modules and whatever on my person. But that's all right. Okay, here's our yellows over here. And yeah, you can see so the purples are going down. See this? We are going to have to go and dramatically increase our science and output on all the things. Now, that being said, we're doing ridiculous things right here with like mining productivity. It might be worth us taking a second. Ooh, that's a very long research as well. Okay, you know what? You can finish the mining productivity then, and then we'll start the silo research, which is going to take a while. But you can see here again, they're out of blues. Here, let me just drop some in there just to help out with that. We got some blues backed up over here, but that's fine. I still want some stuff on there. They're going to the various modules, which is still hitting a thing. And yeah, the bottleneck is how quickly can we produce blue circuits? And that is mostly being bottlenecked by the greens. Now, I can't remember. Can we put modules in here? Because I would like productivity modules for the blues. Now, I can't. Apparently, I can't access that from way over here, which is annoying. Hang on. Blue circuit train. Go to the drop-off, and I'll ride you back. Although, again, still, the ultimate limiter is the fact that we're not producing enough green. Come on, train. Come to Papa. There you go. And also inject some more blues into the system. Let me see if I can put productivity modules in there, because that would be quite good. Should take only seconds to unload. Thank you very much. Let's go. But yeah, it's possible at this point. Like, we are relatively close to the end game. Oh, all my construction bots got left behind. Because there's still that little concrete area or something over there. Let me get off. What's the deal over here? I think you're just out of range of some of the logistics and construction. There we go. Not to mention radar. Did I get you down there? There it is. Okay. Yeah, can we put productivity modules in blue circuits? It's not a final product, so I would think so. Yes! Okay, that is huge. Because it technically slows down the blue circuit production, but that's actually okay. Are you getting enough petroleum or sulfuric acid? Yeah, you're good on that. Because, yeah, they run a little bit slower, but that's not the problem. Although now we've got an input backup. Wait. Well, it's still... Okay, I want the productivity modules. Can I fit in some speed modules here to accelerate this? I didn't realize the greens are actually... I mean, we don't have a full saturation here, but by the time you get here, it's actually fine. It actually is a timing thing. I still like the idea, and I think it's actually very important to put productivity in here to save a ridiculous amount of stuff. But, okay, the problem with beacons, first of all, is I don't know what they look like yet, so seeing them is kind of a problem. Do I not have beacons on me? Oh, I don't actually ask for beacons to be delivered. Whoopsie. Here, deliver onto me some beacons. And what the hell? I'll just queue up a little bit of building of it. That's fine. And oh, we're gonna dump this science over here. And yeah, we'll have to put a requester for our science over by our science area. Okay, did I just finish a beacon? I did. So what can I do? Is there something? Can I put it? I can do this. That's what I can do. I can have beacons on the track. Something like that. Beacon here. We'll grab everything. Speed modules. Boom. And you're all powered up too, so that's fine. So plus 20% crafting speed. Excellent. And I think I want to go crazy with this. Yeah, actually, 100%. We're going to try to slam as many in there. We'll probably end up again at the point where we have a shortage of green. But this is an area where I kind of don't want to backlog. I really want to produce these as quickly as possible. Because we can consume them as quickly as possible. There you go. There's stacking and compression bonuses, which aren't going to be relevant here because there's not enough stuff going on. Let me clear all these poles out, and then we'll figure out where we drop them after to make this work again. Here, I'll put it on the right-hand side of all those. Okay, I'm out of beacons. You need to... Okay, there you go. Oh, that actually won't work. I think we need these beacons to be on the left-hand side. And then keep going with that pattern. There we go. Okay, so the power on the right and the beacon on the left, once I get some more delivered to me. Because I do have beacon production happening. I'm sure of it somewhere in my network. Speed module, speed module, speed module. So what I'll do is clear this blueprint, grab this blueprint, grab you, which will remember what modules are supposed to go in there. And if we just place those like that, hell, I'll put another one. Can I get slightly more over that? Oh, here it'll cover those two anyway. And do that, the modules will get placed by bots at some point as well. So we are now accelerating this area, plus 70% speed, quite a bit more. We might start to dry out our green again, but you know what? Okay, so what? And with the production modules in there, which we don't have actually in every single one of these. With the production modules, every now and again, we will get a free blue. And I'm okay with that. Now, I noticed that the power was complaining a little bit. 'Cause, yeah, we have 70% Indeed. And it's not even our roboports. Now, our beacons use a fair amount of power, and anything that's got been affected by speed or productivity modules use a lot more power as well. So that's not helping. Now, I do want to finish this little bit over here. Like that, which probably won't have any power. There we go. Well, I guess we can keep just building solar panels. Yeah, see, you're all drained. What we're going to need to do is blow up this stuff because it's in the way. We're going to set up a radar. Hey, what? You're already all messed up. We'll set up a radar there just for more vision. 400k iron plates per hour achievement. Excellent. And oh, I didn't realize I'd accidentally grab the trees. Although the trees would have to get deconstructed at some point anyway, so that's all right. You're going to go up a level, grab a solar panel array, paste, and paste. And yeah, I don't think there's any reason that I can't expand this way either. I don't think we've got rail plans going up here. Got to make sure it doesn't like interfere with the copper, but no, we're actually okay. So I'll do that. We'll be missing a couple of solar panels because of this thing here, but that's fine too. Okay, I mean, that is a lot of stuff queued up. It's going to keep our construction bots crazy busy to chop down all the trees, but that's okay. Oh, there we go. Some things were personally delivered to me. Yeah, right. I guess the construction bots are busy, but you are now doing this, so they all have no power. Of course, now our bots are having to charge like mad, and it's nighttime, so that's not helping. So we're going to have a little bit of lag in our factory here until the solar panels are done, because A, the solar panels, once they're done, will generate more power, at least during the day, but B, we won't be sitting around crazy recharging construction bots. This is also interfering with the pattern. I'll leave it in for now. Then what I'll do is I'll clear this and replop the blueprint. Didn't realize we had some extra stuff going on there. But yeah, that's going to be fine. We'll just wait for it to finish, and then we'll take care of that. We might end up doing the same thing here, just because of these logistic networks, or these bot networks will maybe share some other way. Excess of stone production over here, still good. Just backing up over there. That's fine. Where's our blue circuit drop off? Way over here. Yeah, you have none in the queue. So again, our golden science production is going to lag behind. But you can see we're eating through the purples. Like, the purple production is not going to be enough. Although this would be pretty easy, probably, to just go and increase this, you know, to something like that. I think, anyway. Now, I can't actually set this to be purple unless I copied the blueprint, which I suppose I could have done. I'll have to go and manually do the shift click over there, which is a little bit annoying. But, I mean, we can do this. But one of the things is that the whole blueprint block I grabbed from, what is it, like factorioprints.com, with the science from the net, is they do have some setups here for producing, and you can see they're heavily beaconized as well. Okay, so we're not going to pursue this anymore. We're going to go and pick up the stuff we need for a victory condition at this point, because, you know, we probably could have done it a while ago. Well, we'll see. And then, yeah, so I don't think I have to stress that much about the science production, necessarily. And yeah, it's our blue, or our yellow science rate, or golden science rate, is completely limited by our blue production over here, which is now being choked off a little bit by the green. But with the production modules, we are getting a hell of a lot more, you know, free blues every now and again. So, I mean, we've still improved things, and that's going to be okay. Our red is actually fine. It's not being starved in any way, as far as I can tell. That's a little funny there, but actually is a problem. I just realized. It's just producing slowly. Again, we can beaconize things, or we could have just scaled up the red a lot better. I'm not convinced that is killing us. There we go. Any more of that? Yeah, we got a few little stray copper plates for no reason. There you go. Just something got polluted at some point. I guess that's okay. I mean, we still have the backlog of red over here, although it wouldn't surprise me. Like, if we stood here, I'm willing to bet that this is shrinking. as we feed more green. Yeah, you can see not very much, but it is happening. And at some point, the red will actually limit our throughput over here. But as long as we get the productivity modules, it's going to be okay. So maybe we didn't need as many speed modules. We could have ended up with some balance, but that's okay. Yeah, I bet you we start to run into problems because of the lack of red at some point. Now that we've got enough inputs of copper and stuff, and finally, because for the longest time, it was the plastic that was causing the problem. But you can see, like, plastic, we got a huge backup of it over here now. And in fact, the plastic train is just chilling here because it's not draining fast enough. So if we had, left more room, scaling up the red wouldn't be bad. Actually, there's plenty of room to scale up the red. Fiddling around with all these inputs might be slightly awkward. But we do have plenty of room to get more red production going in here, so maybe that's what we'll do. I think I was talking about 4-carring up the copper at some point too, but you can see our copper is fully backed up on all the lines. Not here for some reason, which seems a little bit odd. It's blue to somewhere like that, just to help it scrooch down a little lower, a little faster. But yeah, the green is basically humming along at full rate. I do have a different layout I'll be using next time that should be a little bit more compact. Although next time I might be like trying my hand at Bob's mods and Angel's mods, just because clearly I don't get confused enough with Factorio, so I need to go and like install the most ridiculous processes required to like frickin' play the game. Holy crap, it's nearly torturous. It's full throughput. Yeah, you're not really lagging on your inputs over here. I mean, I could upgrade you all to blue. I don't know if it makes a difference. I'm trying to see. No, yeah, you're not loading in at full rate. And we've got a weird sort of like, we almost have to rebalance this to use both sides properly. Well, we rebalance it over here. I wonder if I upgraded this to blue, if it would use the left-hand side a little bit better. I mean, what the hell, right? I've got the material. Probably. Yeah, there we go. I've got enough for everything. Is it actually going to use the other side, or is it still just going to be limited by the right? It looks like it's still limited by the right, so... And it's not a full sort of balancer something. Yeah, really nothing we can do about it. I think this thing I think does a better job overall at balancing the output lanes. There we go. We're getting full saturation now over here, which is what matters. There we go. So now it can go all the way to the end. That's indeed happening. If we take a look at our red. Oh, actually, the red ended up backing up to all the way over here. That's interesting. I wonder why. Because we were looking at it and it was starting to get shorter. How come everything is fine now? Are you short on sulfuric acid? What's your deal? How come you're... I mean, I'm not going to complain. Oh, probably because the electricity situation is still poop. So a lot of things aren't working the way that we would want them to work. A lot of the solar panels are down, which is good. It is nighttime right now, so we're not getting the power. And the batteries do get drained instantly. I don't know, maybe I should just set up more steam engines. Because, yeah, that's all my accumulators have no power, but the solar panels are working. How are my actual construction bots? Yeah, the construction bots are basically idle. So what's going on here is we don't have enough accumulators to finish our array. Which is interesting. The accumulators get built here. Yeah, it looks like they've got everything they need. That we just used up our amount that we've got stored. Maybe what we need to do, I don't know what it's set to. Oh, I'm going to ride this red circuit back. Maybe the box is set to too low of a number. And so when I do these things in bulk, it doesn't have enough ready to go. Because it does take a long time to build the accumulators. Oh, that gun doesn't have any power. There's probably a Roboport over there that doesn't have any power either. Well, we're clearly good on reds over here. So that part is nice anyway. bus is being supplied with a sufficient amount. Yeah, it's just the circuit production. So I think I just need to go, like, completely nuts on that. Sorry, where was the power? It wasn't down here, was it? Oh, it was down there. Turn around. Yeah, I don't think I can adjust the box limits at range, unless you do, like, a blueprint job. Oh, no, you actually allow for quite a bit on here. It just takes forever to do. I don't think we're going to add, like, speed modules or anything. We could save some batteries by putting some production modules on here, but I don't think that's the way to go. I don't know. I wonder if we should just, like, up this some more. I could just double this. What the hell, right? Because we probably will need more power later as well. Let's grab you. Put you here. Not a box. Rotate you. Grab you. Like that. And actually, I do still need these bits. Like that. You're just going to come around this way. And do that. There we go. So now we produce accumulators twice as quickly. Doesn't use much more material. In fact, the beacons and things like that, like they're really costly to produce. So if I can just, you know, double the size of my production queue, then do that instead of putting down beacons. Even though the beacons with their, like, multiplying powers do get kind of insane with how much they can produce. So it is daytime right now. So yeah, our satisfaction is there. We're only using half our capacity from the steam engines right now. It would be nice if, especially during the day, if we can get our steam engine use down to 0, that's where I would like to be. So that now all of a sudden the steam engines they'll simply kick in when, say, we do a huge amount of mass construction and all of a sudden there's a bunch of extra load from our bot charging, for example. If we can get to that point, I think that would be very, very, very good. Let me go ahead and remove this here. And that there. Okay. Yeah, we'll have to remove this one at some point without breaking the connection to the rest of the network. Although, you've got a connection over there, actually, so we don't need you there. This is... yeah, it's less than... it's not even 500,000 iron. We're not going to be using that. Therefore, I'm going to feel okay of going over there. But before I do that, so I'm just going to replace this blueprint. And here as well, just get it all lined up. Replace that to fill in those gaps. I don't think there's anything here. There's that little bit over there. And apparently we've got a double radar set up over there. Okay. Maybe... oh, I had a radar, but it didn't have enough power. And so I misinterpreted it as like, oh, well, we don't have a radar over here. Which is clearly not right. That's almost certainly what happened. There we go, fill in those gaps. So we're still waiting for the accumulator, so I'm not going to put down another chunk anywhere. I think it is accurate to say that we don't have radar coverage over here. There we go, let's put that down for now. Get it to extend up. And we could do power with uranium. That's something we haven't experimented with. I know it's like a lot of work. It would be interesting to figure it out at some point, though. But yeah, we'll be expanding that later. For now, the accumulators are going to be good. Not much sense in putting another block down. I mean, we'd end up with more solar power if I put another block down, but for now, we're okay. So, power situation, yeah. I mean, we're not charging up. There's still going to be some issues, and it's definitely not being caused by the bots right now. But that'll be okay. So, let that catch up. We're going to be fine with that. Oh, I wanted to double check over here. You got power. No, you're okay. Oh, are you all connected up now? We have vision over all this, and you guys are all connected all the way up. Oh, no, it was over here that there was the gap. There it is. Yeah, I was looking at the network that I built to go up to our iron mine, which obviously we had made sure was correctly set up and connected to our grid because we were using a blueprint to ensure that. There we go. The logistics network might not reach all the way through here, which is okay, but the construction network will, because there's been this, like, little cement job waiting here for ages, and it's driving me crazy that it never went down. So yeah, construction bots are oot and a boot doing things. A few logistics bots. I could dump some things from my inventory. Oh, let's go to our science area and build our little requester chest here, just to drain any of those science beakers I happen to pick up at some point. So yeah, we got blinking things. You're just missing the accumulators. That's going to be okay. Some turrets are engaged with enemies, which actually at some point I'll have to respond to and probably clear those areas from whatever. So there's a little bit of room right over here. We're going to put a requester chest, blue, right over here, like that. What the hell? I'll grab a green one. That's going to be fine. And you're going to put in a request for all the types of science, because some of them probably got dumped at some point. Purple, yellow, and in fact, I can do the space science packs that way. So it won't go into the first one just because there's not any room for it, really. Although I suppose I could run science on this top bit. Actually, that's derp. That's what the space science is for. But yeah, we'll just dump it in here. It'll trickle down, and that's going to be good enough. But yeah, there's room over here for space science, which I'll probably... I don't know. I guess we could just build a rocket over here. That would be fine, right? What I do think we're going to do is make sure to defend this, because if anything gets smashed here, that's a pretty expensive loss. So we're going to go ahead and do these things over here like that. There you go. Some over-engineering, but over-engineering better than under-engineering. There you go. There's our science being delivered. And I don't know if it'll, like, grab one over the other, but if we end up with a shortage, right? Like, if there were any yellows in the system, that'll be it. It's perfectly fine that it pulls from here instead of the box first. Doesn't make much of a difference, but yeah, if there starts to be a bit of a lag, and again, the yellow's not being produced, or I like to call it the gold. Yeah, I can't paste, no. Nor do you have any power over here, which honestly, I'm going to leave it blinking because the next time I see it, it'll remind me. And yeah, we don't have any blues. I think at this point, it's not that we don't produce the blues at a fairly impressive rate. It's that we consume them so insanely quickly by that science. I don't know. I don't know. I guess we have to go to the next step, which is kind of mad. All right, we still have a huge backlog of crude oil, so we don't have to do anything with that yet. That's good. We've got some critters randomly roaming around on our track over here. That must have been the thing that was engaged. I want to make sure that this little thing doesn't get blown up, because that would be kind of annoying. Iron ore is over here, is getting down. This thing here, we've only used 0.4 million, so it's not too bad. 13 million iron ore over there. I mean, there's the 2.5 over here we could pick up if we decide to route our tracks around it. But yeah, we could just go right up here. So we're set there. Copper, we've got a 6.1 million over here. What is this? Oh, were you engaged? You were engaged. We only have 1 million. You know, I strongly suspect we are actually going to have to be concerned with our copper next. And we're going to have to start heading that way. This one here. I guess I'll just do that, even though there's some overlap, but that's okay. Wait, I'm confused. Oh, that station's in the way. From my other thingamabob. And this probably will be as well. And we are also, feels like we are lacking some radar coverage over here. So let's get that down there, and that'll be okay. So yeah, I'm just going to set up some long-distance jobs for this to start moving it in the direction that we want. Actually, I guess that one wasn't in the way. But that's okay. And yeah, we got to wait for that radar to come down, and then we'll start building over here. Clearly, I got to clear that. But yeah, I'm slightly concerned that we will run out of ore soon. Even this, like, it's not trickling it quite as fast as it could. Although there's no train waiting here, so I guess we're doing halfway okay. It might actually be being delayed at the copper art or drop-off, which, not delayed, just arrived and still going fine. Yeah, so we'll get that going. There's 1.3 million copper ore here, and we could maybe just grab this and then Yeah, we'd have to put it on a train as well. I don't know if it's worth that work. That's the stone. That's the iron ore that I don't care about. Looks like all this got finally done. I love how these look like a bunch of QR codes as well. It's very entertaining to me. I think there's no reason not to just go and say, listen, let's get another block down over here. There we go. And yeah, slightly, we're still short on the accumulators, but we'll just, you know, wait for them to get done and do the next one. And we're still waiting for some construction bots over here, although we do have some radar coverage now. So, say we do this, and then even put down another radar. Yeah, so there's an existing cable. Not that that's a problem. Put down a radar there, and because it can sometimes attract attention, put some guns down there as well. There you go. Just keep you going. We'll put a T-junction in there. Actually, probably right after this. Let's go and do that, and then we'll put a cut in here. And then we'll probably move in that direction with a train and blow up some aliens. I think I'm going to also prep over on this side a T-junction going in the opposite direction. I feel like I should probably give a little bit more sort of vertical space. Something like that. And then just between the signals, because these are going to be somewhat longer trains. And then T-junction. We got to be a little careful because of this bit here. Where is it? Right here. Alright, like that, which I think I need to go down a bit to avoid that power station. There we go. So we'll put the T-junction going left that way. Because I don't want to block it with my my solar panels. That would be kind of annoying. We could use a radar station a little closer out here. Just for vision, but I think I'll wait until this stuff gets cleared and figure out where the hell that T-junction is actually lined up. I probably actually can, oops, do this because it'll highlight in blue. I can't quite see it, but somewhere in here, there we go. Presumably that. Well, if I'm wrong, we can go and clear it after. But the fact that there was some blue probably means it was rail-on-rail action there. And then what I can do is say, all right, that works out nicely. Now, drop me a radar right over here so that we can see into that chunk. And yeah, we can have a nice square rail going around this. So you're still doing that. It's all within construction range. Well, this has to be put down, and then the rest will be put in construction range. And you're waiting for those bits, but it's not like my bots are actually busy right now because they're mostly just waiting for things to get finished. You're good, and power is terabad. My God. I mean, I probably should just use the freaking coal production. I don't know. Did the solar get nerfed? Is it possible that the solar panels just got nerfed like crazy? Or maybe we're just using that much power, you know? So I still have to wait for more accumulators to be done before, like, I can justify putting down the other bit. Well, I mean, again, at least there's still solar panels, so it still helps during the day. It's not like the nighttime power deficiencies are killing us. Can I get another one here without interfering on the uranium? And the answer does appear to be yes, so that's good. Alright, I'll just go nuts. Who cares? Boom. It'll stress the bots, which don't have power right now, although it is during the day, which is going to be okay. And then, yeah, we'll get more solar panels hooked up, and then eventually the accumulators will go in. Like, the day is fine. Yeah, the daytime is perfectly fine. It's just at night, we don't have enough batteries to store everything at night. And also, we don't have enough solar panels to store enough of a percentage. I'm betting when night hits, our accumulators that we do have are not 100% charged. Not sure. I'd have to like actually watch and pay attention to things. But I'm willing to bet by the time night hits, we don't actually have full accumulator loads or anything. Yeah, so this isn't connected directly, but it doesn't matter. The bots can fly through here. They've got a relatively convenient charging station nearby. This will slowly happen. We probably don't have enough solar panels for everything either. Objects are missing construction bots. It's actually not complaining currently about not having enough stuff. So we'll see. But yeah, okay, I got to put a cut in here. But next episode, I'm going to work my way up towards the copper mine, because I don't want to run out of that, because that'll really, really, really interfere with our circuit flow. Rocket silo research is still going pretty slow, but of course, nothing's going to happen right now while we don't have any power. So I'm going to let that take care of itself, and yeah, we'll concern ourselves with the next thing, which I've got some coal on me. I should be riding a train out here. Boop. And fuel up. Boop. And choo-choo! All right, so I'm going to do that, and I will see you guys next time.